Hi everyone, James Reynolds here, just continuing the local area traffic management videos. I'm here on the northwest side of the campus, just the other side of Boundary Road, and you can see in the background there the way up to where the car park is. My office actually happens to be just there, and I think this is one of the biomed buildings, but we're actually going to mosey on down into the residential areas, looking west out of the campus, past where most of the smokers hang out, and you can see immediately that there's been a local area traffic management treatment here. We've got a road closure at the edge of the campus, which prevents anyone from driving in and out of the campus via this access point in a car, but still allows pedestrian cyclist access through this area. We'll just wander in to this residential neighbourhood here and have a bit of a poke around and a look at some of the various things here. This neighbourhood here doesn't appear to have had a LATM scheme done in any way. There are some treatments here, such as this roundabout, and the roundabouts continue further down the street here, which will have an effect of calming traffic. But you can see further down here, there's really not a huge amount in these streets aimed at preventing traffic throughput or managing vehicle speed. To a certain extent, the parked cars do manage traffic speed, and in combination with these roundabouts, you can see it does have a traffic calming effect. But if we just watch this driver down here, that's probably 20, 30, 35, 40 k's an hour down there, no problems. So not exactly a particularly pedestrian friendly environment, but not really a big issue in this area because I don't think there's all that much traffic that would want to cut through here, partly because of that road closure there. There's no real reason to be here in these streets other than if you happen to live here or have business here, and so this area is probably not one that has any particular need for extensive traffic calming, partly because the only major arterial here is further to the west, Clayton Road, and because of the road closure at the university, there's no way or reason to cut through here. There's no advantage to doing that, so to a certain extent this is self-managing. Just another roundabout treatment here, but again, apart from the narrow roads and the parked vehicles, there's nothing really in this neighbourhood that does anything to reduce vehicles' throughput or speeds. But again, it's pretty quiet. There's no real reason to be down here, because the university does, to a certain extent, prevent the need for anyone or the ability for anyone to throughput. Where you can imagine if that thing that we looked at before, the road closure into the university, wasn't closed, this might actually be quite an attractive way of getting into the university, particularly in the context of morning peak hour, when it can be quite busy to the north of us here, with vehicles trying to get into the campus from the northwest on Forster Road. This might actually be an attractive side entrance, but because of that one road closure, done quite a bit to change things and reduce the traffic volumes in this entire area. So yeah, quite an effective thing, and no real need for all that much else, because it does sort of feel like a pretty quiet neighbourhood. Although, as you can see, there's still a fair bit of traffic coming through here, and some fairly aggressive speeds, and not exactly a huge amount in what we might call pedestrian friendly environment. We might just sneak up down a bit further and have a look once we get to the arterial road. So I've just got down to the intersection with Clayton Road, and you can immediately tell the difference. These are very quiet residential streets, and then here we are in a completely different road environment. You can hear the noise, you can see the traffic volume. Suddenly we're on an arterial road. But the nice thing is that there's no traffic turning into this area because there's no real reason to, because you can't get through. Again, because of that road closure back at the university, there's no way of getting through here, so there's no desire for any traffic to come into this residential precinct, mostly because of that road closure. And so you can see quite a different road environment, no longer a local street, even though we have driveways going on and off this road. Very much an arterial road environment, and certainly not the sort of thing that you'd want to have in this area, this residential area. You would not want that volume of traffic infiltrating the residential area. Anyway, we will continue up to the north and have a bit of a look at the top end of this residential area.